We're going to start here in just 1 second. I don't know if you can hear me or not. We're just trying to get our systems working right now. So hang on a second. Let me see in the chat if you can. Would you guys say hello in the chat? People just say hi, 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 so that I know you can hear us. If you could do that, can you pop over to the chat? You hear me? Good, good, good. All right, good to see you guys. Okay, so we're trying to see if we can get Vic on here. And so far, no luck. Come on, Vic. Here, hang on a sec. She's here. Okay, Vic, I'm gonna make you a boss. If I can. There we are. Allowed to talk. Are you kidding? Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see if you can hop on here now, Vic. I don't know if you, oh, thank heaven. Okay, good. I have no idea. You know who sets these up, and we don't know really what's going on.
Yeah, plus then they change things,
Vic, okay, good, good, good. So good to see you, lady. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
These are happy days, are they, or what?
are they? Oh, so happy.
Yeah.
All is
Getting
good.
younger
So
every day,
I'll get the
making
ball.
money every day. Ooh.
Oh, happy. It's raining outside and I'm still happy.
Oh God, yes, yes. Today's absolutely fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to give Vic the floor here for a minute.
Yep,
If you
yep.
all would pop into the chat and make sure that you can hear us, okay? We're going to go fast and hard and beautiful and fun today. And I'll surprise you as always. So will Vic.
Oh, come on, Kim. That's what you're known for.
Yeah, really. All right, you
So
go.
I'm going to just say hello. I'm glad I got on here. Hi, Blair. All of you that are popping in, some of you just are addicted to some of the classes, and I do call them classes because there's no fluff here. You will always hear something unique that you'll go away and be a little bit stunned or surprised by, or maybe even have an epiphany for some of you, like I did. So, what I want you to do is come on in and to the chat. And if you don't know where that is, look on your screen somewhere down there, usually on the bottom. If you're on a laptop, you'll see all these little selections. Click chat and then make sure that your settings are to everyone, not to hosts and panelists, because we are engaging. We like to see how we can help you. We want to make sure that you're not bored. And so pop in there and tell me where you're from. And some of you, like Blair, he loves to come and take notes every week. Just come in here and tell me if this is your first time, especially because I want to acknowledge you. Hi, Amanda from Georgia, and Deborah, New Zealand. Pop in, say where you're from, and then if you're first timer, let me know that so we can just special acknowledge you. And then I always tell everybody, do not come here unless you have something that you can take notes on, because you're going to learn some stuff here. There's no boring here. We don't do boring. Amanda, good. Get your notebook. So we're going to start off with 3 questions I like to ask, whether you are evolved and continuing to evolve. You're not dead yet, or you wouldn't be here. So that means you're evolving most likely. So even if you answered this and you came 3 months ago or 2 weeks ago, I'm going to ask it, and I want everybody to engage on this question. Number one, what's the history of you marketing whatever it is that you market? Or, you've been in network marketing, many of you have, and you've been in it 20 years, or you got in it 2 weeks ago and you don't know what the heck you're doing. Just tell us the history, not the amount of companies you've been in, just the history. Or you've been, running your own coaching practice for 5 years. And so put that. It doesn't matter what it is, but you're standing for something, you're wanting to market something, you're wanting to stand out, and you're wanting to make a living at it. So you want to make some kind of a living at it that contributes, and it's more than just a hobby. Okay. So number one, do that. Tell us the history. Who's going to be first? Maria from New Jersey. Nice to have you. Phil, Canada. So the history, how many years? And I'm going to see who's been here the longest and the shortest. And I'll wait, or otherwise I'll call out. Phil, I think you've been in here a while. 26 years, Deborah. Social selling for one. That's a good contrast though, but 26 years overall. I'm trying to figure out social selling, right? Social media, sounds like. Blair, 20. So we got a 26er and 20. Who else? 15. Ina. Okay, good. And 25 for Phil. Okay, keep on coming. I want to see who the newest person on the block is. Amanda, so good to have you. Okay, you guys, she's a couple months and she's telling it. Good. Congratulations on doing something different. that hopefully makes a difference, right? Neil, in and out for the last 10 years. Okay, 10 years overall time. All right. So as you're answering that, continue to pop in your answers so that Kim kind of gets an average on about how long and what's the situation here. The second thing I like to ask is currently. Some of you may have done this obsessively full time some time ago, and then whatever happened, and you're not doing it full time or whatever. About how many hours a week? There's no right or wrong answer, but currently, how many hours a week are you spending on your biz? Really trying to be active with it and do something, not just taking in information, but actually do something. Maria, 20 plus years in sales, a little bit of network marketing. Great, 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 great. So how many hours per week? And if you're not spending any hours a week and you're doing zero because you're starting out and you're thinking, oh, I got to learn everything first, I'm not doing anything, tell that. It just let us know so we know where you're at. So far, we've got 5 hours, 15. I really want to know this one. It's important. So 15 to 20. Everybody put your answer in currently. Okay. And then the third one, and then we'll get Kim doing her thing. So get ready for that. The third one is based on what you're doing. So let's say you're doing on an average of 10 hours a week. And let's say that you've been doing it a couple of years and you're making whatever. You're making 1,000 a month or you're making 500 a month. Based on where you are right now, where would you like to be in 1 year, given that something you're going to learn today, if you actually implement it and it helps you take off and see results right away, where would you like to be in 1 year? And yes, we do record these. If you're Minnie, I'm going to call you Minnie, I'm not sure, Minnie Boone. If you're in Kim's Facebook group, which I advise all of you to get in, her private group, Advisors Have More Fun, pop in there. You got to answer 3 little questions, and the recording of that will be up after, but there's also a live stream going on in there right now. So let's get to that third question, and then we'll be good to go. In a year, and there's no wrong or right, where would you like to be in 1 year, realistically? Now, don't say something corny. If you're going to be telling me you want to be making 7 figures and you are doing 2 hours a week right now, and you started 6 weeks ago, let's get real. There are things to learn. This is something you actually have to do and work at. You have to transform something. And sometimes there's more than one thing you have to transform. So Minnie, I'll put that in there as Kim gets started so you guys can find that page. So we've got answers coming in. Jim Packard, oh, good to have you. Okay, 125K a year. You've been around a while. I know that. 4K a month, that's good. Anybody else? So if you missed the first part, you just popped in, first 2 questions, the history of you. How long have you been in this type of an industry, marketing something, or your coaching, or your network marketing, or whatever it is, overall? I'm not asking how many companies, just overall, number 1. And number 2, how many hours per week currently are you spending on it? And if it's nada, zippo, because I'm starting over and I've just taken a sabbatical, then you can put that. And the third thing is based on where you are. Jim, you just answered that, and many of you. Where would you like to be in 1 year, given that you're going to implement something new and different today? Okay. And that's cool. 25 years. I knew that. There's one that's 26. Anybody above 26 years? And we've got somebody been in here just a few weeks. So that's always fun. If you're brand new, tell us this is the first time I've been here to one of Kim's classes, so we can acknowledge you. Okay. Oh, Jim, you've 27. You top it. All right. So we'll see if she's ready to roll. And I have just see if anybody else is here. Make sure you got your notebook, got your pen. Get ready to really write some things down that are uncommon. They're different. And you will see what I'm going to be telling you is true.
Oh, yeah, totally. Let me get my screen share up here so we
Okay,
can
Kim.
watch the screen.
Yeah.
All right, may see if you can see it.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. It's there. Yep.
You see it?
Words to attract the I want to buy.
Yeah, right. Okay, let me get my video up, and I am delighted to have you here. And we're gonna go fast and have a good time and give you some relief, I think, from this idea of, man, I can't sell and I don't know what to do. I can't sell. I can't sell. Most people tell me and Vic that they can't sell. How many of you feel like, not telling your heart, nobody's looking, we're not going to do anything. How many people feel I really can't sell? And frankly, I'd rather not. If there were some other way to make this money, I wouldn't be selling. Let's see, who says yes? Look in the chat here. Right? Who says yes?
Yep, there's a couple.
Jim, ooh, how are you, buddy? Long time no see. That's wonderful to have you here. Okay, great. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, I happen to really like it, but you see, I do things so that I almost never, I really never get known. And if you do things so that you don't hear no, wouldn't you like to sell stuff? Who here would like to sell if you knew that pretty much you're not going to get no? Out of 10 people you talk to, you're going to get 8 yeses. Who would say, well, that'd be cool. I do that. What do we got, Vic?
Oh, we've got several. Absolutely, sure, me. Yep.
Yeah, and it's really quite something. When I show it to you, you're going to flip. And when I show you what the bump is that everybody has that I've worked with in 30 years, you're also going to flip. And you're going to go, how can that possibly be? That is so dumb. Of course I can fix that. And then you're going to start talking. And the words that come out will be the same ones that have always come out. And they make people run away. And you don't know it until after you say the words out loud to yourself that have just come out of your mouth. And then you go, oh, God, I can't believe I said that. I'm going to show you that today. So what I'm going to show you is going to look dirt easy. You're going to, oh, of course I can do that because you get it. But it's in terms of you doing it, getting it's one thing. I got that. But doing it's kind of like you watch somebody boxing and you go, oh man, I could do that what Rocky did. And you get in and they knock you over in one punch, right? Because you didn't even have your hands up. The people that know how to do things, because they're so good at it, whatever that thing is, usually very narrow. One thing they can do, like I can do one thing really well, what we're doing right here, like this, and market and get people to want to buy stuff right now, today, this instant. It's because I have this one skill, and it's take a little while to develop, but you have to evolve into it. And what happens is when you if you take care of the lies that they tell you, the white lies and really all colors of lies to get you in, once you realize you'd make certain decisions, everything will change in how you see yourself and how other people see you. And when you go, yeah, I can do that. And I'm going to show you what you need to do to make it work. But it's kind of like playing tennis. You get your tennis lesson. You think that looks easy. I could ace that. And you do your first serve and your racket falls out of your hand, goes across the court. You kind of go, oh, crap. Right. So doing it like the people do who do it so smoothly and without any, oh man, look at this, is very different than, watching it. And so there's certain changes you have to make. And they basically are kind of like turning yourself inside out. It's called evolution. And once you decide you're going to do it, ask me how Mike Dillard made so much money at the end, before the end. And when I tell you what he did, most of you are your jaws are going to hang open 3 or 4 inches because you won't believe it. And you're going to go, I don't want to do that. And that's the problem. Because what you have to do is kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, sorry, Jim. All right, here we go. Words. How are you going to attract people that want to buy? I say, I can sell. Yeah, I love Jim. You can sell anything. Just looking at you, I want to buy you and everything else. Oh, we're in the Facebook group. Okay, so let's do this. You want to attract the people who are ready to buy, not the people you have to woo and chase and nag and nag. Are we agreed with that? So here is the buyer dilemma. Who is looking to buy right now? That is the question that you should have in your mind. Who's looking to buy right now? And do they have a green hat? And yes, they do. I'm going to show you what that is. Do you want to have somebody buy tonight? Or do you want to have somebody buy maybe in a year after you send them 100 messages and offer to take care of their kids and take them out to lunch, and then they buy, $100 and you make $6, right? You want it now. Are you guys awake? Is there anybody here besides me? Because you know what? You need to show me that you're awake. Besides Blair. Is anybody here? What's with you guys?
Oh, yeah, they've been really actually rocking and
Yeah,
rolling.
yeah. Okay, well, you know, I'm standing up. Vicky's standing up. Go ahead and stand up.
They're
It'll be
here now,
better
they're
for
wide
you, you
awake.
know? Yeah, no, let's get cooking here. Okay. Everybody wants this. If they tell you, somebody says to you, everybody wants this, at first you believe it. Because at a sort of a dumb level, it's true. Everybody wants more health. Everybody wants more wealth. Everybody wants more sex. Well, to be sexy, let's say that. Everybody wants more recognition. Everybody wants more money. I mean, those are kind of general things that are at the level of, you know, in terms of intelligence, maybe 60 or 70, one cut above moron. Because you're not saying anything that educates anybody. We all could use another buck, another 100, or whatever it is. We all could use to look more gorgeous or feel like we're, you know, so you're not telling anybody anything new. This is, so therefore not smart. So saying everyone wants this gives you the idea that everybody really wants it because you're not really thinking. You just take the word for it. Okay, everybody wants more wealth and wealth. And so out of 100 people, you figure, great, there's 100 right there. Boom, let's go. Let's get them. And then you discover that 90 will not. You talk to 100 leads, 100 contacts. Some of you don't even survive the first 5. And 90 said no. So what happened to this? If you have any sense, you'll know you've been taken to the cleaner. But most of us don't have any sense because we think, oh, it must be us. It must be me. I can't sell. How many have thought that? Come on, tell me. Fess up. Tell me in the little chat. I mean, particularly women, you know, like, oh, it must be me. I'm, you know, not all women. I've always thought it must be them. What is wrong with those people? Yeah, right. No, I know, but it's not you that does it. It's the way the industry calls people. Do you know what I mean? So Deborah, I don't think anybody here would ever say that. But that's what we hear, right? Everybody wants this. It's easy. Anyone can do it. All you have to do is talk to people. And 95% of everybody drops out, usually broke and mad and feeling a total loss of self-esteem because they heard this and took it at face value. Okay. So 90 will not buy. Did you know that? I don't care what you have. Unless there's a giant hurricane and you're the only one with a boat to get out of town, 90 people out of 100 will not buy anything that is being offered. Okay, so just accept that because that's the way it is. And you go, really? How much time do you spend chasing all those people? If it's 9 out of 10 that will never buy, you chase them, you nurture them, you nag them, you do postings, you do, value posting every single day, and you're talking to 90 people who will never buy. Would you want to keep doing that? Who wants to keep doing that? Who wants to keep doing that? Say no if you don't, because I have a new way for you right now. Yeah. You need to engage with it. Why? So your brain works up. Otherwise, if you don't mind, it's okay with me. I'll entertain you, but nothing will change. The call will be over and you'll be exactly where you were 1 year from today, where you are right now. We sell a lot of stuff. We have a lot of people excited to buy stuff. They're piled up. I made a post today about something, and there's like 70, 130 or 50 responses saying, I want the information. I want the information. I want the information. Are they the ready ones? Well, some of them. So you gotta do this, okay? So here we go. Here are the buyers. You want the buyers. Are you ready for the first shock of the day? Tell me yes. Let's see, shock me. I'm going to shock you right now. You guys are gonna go, no, don't say that's true. But here it is. Of 100 people, 3% are ready to buy now. 3 people out of 100. And 6 to 7%, which is 6 or 7 people out of 100, are maybe. Now, let me tell you even the worst news. Worse, WORSE. Of these 3% that are ready to buy, they'll buy anybody's program that does what they want it to do, and it might not be yours. Let me give you an example. Let's say there are 10 people and they're looking at, they want to learn how to talk to people. They want to learn how to build a big giant business like I did and Vicky has, and a few people. So they might go, well, there's Eric Murray, and they can go look at what he's got. And then they go, oh, and then they're crazy Kim Flavor, right? Because she's mad and kooky and, wild. So you look at my stuff. And then they go to, oh, I don't know, say Ray Higdon. So of 3 people in any 10 that are looking for a solution to the problem of how do I build a network marketing business that throws off $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, or $8, $9, or $10,000 every month, what do I have to do and how can I do it? Right? Of those people that are out there asking that question, only 3 are going to buy now. And 1 will buy probably Eric's thing, 1 will buy Ray Higdon's thing, and 1 will buy my thing. Do you understand that? Yes. Tell me yes. Yeah, Jim says that people don't know that. And the 6% that are open to it are maybes, the forever maybes, the ones that make you drink at night. Well, he said maybe. When do you think he's ready? He got the product. I sent the sample. What should I do? Because they keep hanging. Your mind keeps looping to those people. That's it. That's all there is. So what about the rest of all these people? This is the real world. They're not going to tell you this in your network marketing companies. Why? Because they're afraid you're going to get scared away. But I'm telling you, if you know who they are and what they are, you'll target and do it exactly right. 30%, see this yellow one, they're not thinking about it. Whatever you got, they're not thinking about weight loss. They're not thinking about crypto blockchain projects. They're not thinking about their future. I mean, at any given time, most people are not thinking about their future. They're watching the news or about Ukraine or Biden or, Trump or whatever's going on, the local crime, right? 30% don't think they're interested. And 30% know they're not interested in anything that is on the market to buy, short of an emergency. You see that? So yes, of course, with an emergency, there's going to be everybody looking for insurance. The minute there's a fire in a neighborhood, the next day, the fire insurance people are overwhelmed. I'm not talking about black swans. I'm talking about normal day-to-day situations, okay? So this is what you have here. So 3% are ready now, 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100 maybe. In fact, I misspoke. Out of 100 people, 3% is 3 people. Out of 10 people, 3% is, it's not even a whole person, right? Yeah. What's 3% of 10? I got to get my calculator out. I'm having a senior moment here. Vic,
Point 3, Blair.
right? So it's not even a whole person. You have to talk to at least 30 people to try to get one. See who is ready. So it's a lot of people. Okay. So now what I'm going to give you are the words to people who are ready to buy right now, to that 3%. That would be 3 people in 100. 1/3 of a person in 10. So you need to have at least 30 people to talk to get even one buyer that is ready right now. Have we got that? Okay. Make sure that you have that. All right. They're very different than the words that you use to somebody who is not ready or just curious, because those people that aren't going to buy, they're of course most of the people. But that's not a big deal, because those people are going to come over the next 6 months and years. I have people who buy our program and said, I've been following you for 12 years and here's my 10 grand for this program. It's like, oh, okay, great. And some people in 24 hours, I never saw anything like this. I want this. Here's the money, 10 grand, boom, or 15 or whatever it is. By the way, what we're offering today is not 10 grand, so don't worry. So the words, ready buyers, okay? Curious people want free information. Be really careful about that. Like if you look at my Facebook profile today, there are probably 150 people by now who want information on that thing I talked about, even though I didn't say what it was. And I didn't say that there even was any information. But most of them are freebie collectors, like people who go to the fair with an empty plastic bag that they got from their local grocery store or at the front door, and they load up with everything and they go home. How many people know about the freebie information collectors? And you spent your time giving them information And most of them don't even open the message. Once they say, I want to see, then you send it to them, you don't hear a thing, crickets, right? That's what these people are. That's what they do. All right, they never buy. So curious is not what you're looking for. You're not looking for freebie information seekers. So let's take an example of a buyer, okay? Yeah. So here's the scenario, as they say in business school. You are looking to get back in shape in time for a class reunion. That's what you want to do. So are you kind of looking for a solution to get back in shape? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. What you got in the group here? Tell me yes or no. Are you looking to get back in shape? Are you looking for something right now? You're looking to get back in shape because there's going to be a class reunion in 6 weeks.
Mhm.
So you'd be looking for something right now because you're thinking, oh, 6 weeks, I could maybe do something in 6 weeks. So that's what we're doing, looking to get back in shape in time for a reunion. So you're looking for a solution now, so you can plan your 6 weeks. So you're scrolling Facebook, just cruising along, and this is in the back of your mind, and you suddenly see this. If I offer to help you get back in shape in 6 weeks without needing to, I don't know, eat rabbit food or live at the gym or do intermittent fasting or digestive resting, would you take me up on that offer? What's the secret? These are words that connect with ready buyers. What are we doing here? Right? Or work out every day. Yeah, that's another one. Right? How could you do this? If I offer to help you get back in shape in 6 weeks without needing to work out every day, eat rabbit food, right? Live at the gym, would you maybe take me up on that offer? Do you think she's going to say, stop and go, let me look? Yes or no? What do you think? Yes or no? Yes or no? What do you think, Amanda? Yep. Okay, so here's what we're doing. There's a guy named Robert Collier who was a very famous writer of direct sales letters. And he said, you have to enter the conversation already going on in the buyer's mind. And this is what we're going to show you right here. A buyer is somebody who is actively looking for a fix to some problem, whether they want to have holes in the wall because they just moved into a new home and you're hanging pictures. Thinking, yeah, I got to get something so I can hang pictures without blowing the walls up, right? You have that. Or I got, 6 weeks, I'm going out, got to look like something. They're having this top producers event and I got to be there. I can't looking like this, right? So this is what's in their mind of the person who is looking to buy anything. Doesn't matter what it is, right? That's the kind of wording going on in there. So you have to catch those words and respond to them as if you were the answer being channeled in from, where. So here's how you do that. By the way, you want to see this? Hey, Maria, good to see you, girl. Do you guys want to see this? How you do this? It's a very clever little technique that nobody really knows how to do. I just want to see if you know. Hey, Rodney, good to see you. Okay, so what is the buyer thinking about? So I gave you this one example. Lulu wants to drop 2 dress sizes before the class reunion in 6 weeks. That is what she is thinking about. So all of you think, oh, okay, I got to drop 2 dress sizes before the class reunion in 6 weeks. Whatever it is, okay? You're going to be showing up or the kids' recital or what have you, okay? Do you think that this person would be thinking about your specific product called Boom? Oh, Trey doesn't even know about it, right? Are you see? Are they thinking about the science? Oh, I want something that works at the cellular level. Hello. Do you think that's what she's thinking? I got to lose 2 dress sizes. So I better think of something that, maybe X99 and it works at the cellular level. Do you think she's thinking that? Really? Really? How about this? Does she want a product? Well, the company whoever fixes this for me, they have to be at least 30 years old. Do you think she thinks that? Does anybody talk like that or think like that? And yet, what do we present? Our company's 30 years old. We have the science called Boom. We have the X99. We have this, and nobody's thinking about that who is buying. They don't even know about that. You see this? So there's a big giant chasm between what we are taught to talk about as people in network marketing and what anybody buying is looking for. There's like no connection. That's why the buyers don't come, except once in a blue moon. Because what we talk about doesn't match what they're thinking about. See, that's why. So you have a special technique called X97. Do you think she's thinking about that? I mean, how many people agree with me here with this observation that they're probably not thinking about anything that you're wanting to talk about, your special technique, your wonderful process? Tell me, yes or no? What do you think? Because if they're not thinking about what we want to talk about, don't you think we should talk about something else? Right? And that is the very hard thing to do for people. They want to talk about their product, their process, whatever. That's what they keep wanting to do because that's what's in our mind. So for you to have something else coming out of your mouth to talk about, you have to put something new in your mind, and that takes some doing. You got to go through the washing machine, right? And have it all mixed up, and then you come out the other side and dry and hang it on the line or whatever you do with people who do that, right? So here's what you do to have buyers turn their heads. Let's keep with this one example. Let's say that you have a weight loss program of some kind, and that you are confident because you've done it yourself that it can help pretty much with quick weight loss, right? Let's say we have that. And you want a ready buyer. We said that we want one of those 3% that is ready to buy. 3 in 100, 1 in 30 that's ready to buy now. That's not your mom who's doing you a favor. We're talking about strangers here. Okay. All right. What might your ideal customer who's ready to buy right now be thinking? Okay, now we went over that, so I gave you some language already. They're not thinking about any of your techniques or names of products or the pay plan or the name of the company or anything like that. No matter how wonderful it is, they're not thinking about how you're going to do mind control or how you're going to reset your attitude. They're not thinking about personal development. What are they thinking about? I got to lose 2 dress sizes, and I got to do it in 6 weeks because my high school reunion is coming up. That is what a buyer thinks about. Now, how are you going to respond to that? It has to be words that will respond to that conversation going on in her mind. How many people understand that? Yeah, totally. Right. But you have to answer what they're thinking about. What's she thinking? Man, I got to lose those dress sizes, 2 of them, because I know it's coming up. It's coming up in 6 weeks, and so-and-so's going to be there, and they're going to be gorgeous and looking, and I'm going to be looking like, a rhino. No, I got to do something. Right. So here is the internal monologue, and you want to work this up for your ideal buyers for no matter what you're marketing. She said, okay, the reunion is in 8 weeks. This is her conversation. I've been putting off getting back into shape, and now I am running out of time. We all have this, right? I've been putting this off. I'm running out of time. I've been putting off moving. I'm running out of time. I've been putting off getting my hair cut, and now it's time for the show, and tonight I look horrible. What am I going to do? Okay, we all have that. So I can't show up looking like this. I got to fit into my skinny jeans. These are thoughts. Do y'all agree with me? Have you had these thoughts yourself? I got to fit into my skinny jeans, man. If I could fit in those skinny jeans, ooh, wouldn't that be cool? I'd look so hot, right? So suddenly she's scrolling on Facebook and she goes, oh, look at this. And this post shows up on her social feed, your news feed. And the post says, get back in shape in 8 weeks for your class reunion. No living at the gym required. Do you think she's going to respond? Yes or no? The buyer I just described. Let me see. Yes or no? Is she going to stop at that ad and see what it is? Yes or no?
Mhm. Yep.
Yes. Yes or
Yes,
no?
yes.
Yes or no? Yes or no? The
Lots
only
of
people that we got here that have got their brains screwed in, what is Jim and Phil
Oh,
and
there's
Rodney?
like,
What is with the rest of you guys, man?
there's half a dozen
Yeah.
say, yeah, definitely.
Good. Right? Notice no name of any product, no scientific jargon. They have no clue what you're going to do, except you're not going to have to live at the gym. Get back in shape in 8 weeks. Does that speak to her? Man, what am I going to do, man? 6 weeks? Ooh. This is an ad that gets buyers. and you do one for everyone, okay? So the internal dialogue that the customer has, you want to enter the conversation in their mind. Remember, it's what Robert Collier said. Wow, it's like they read my mind. Can this be real? This is just what I've been looking for. Maybe it's a sign I need to take this seriously. I'm clicking this. I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You see how that works? So slowly, right? Like, this is it right here. And so she clicks. Does it mean she's going to buy? Maybe not. Remember, there might be 3 options out there for her, but she's going to stop and say, I want this because I'm looking for this. Right. That's a buyer's mind right here. This response to this is a buyer's mind. Not a beginner's mind. It's a buyer's mind. And you can trigger that with the words that you use, or you can completely have them skip right by you because you're talking about your X99 and nobody cares. It's not responding to what she's talking about. You see that? Okay. Like there's a person, they might say, I wonder about all this crypto and whether it's the blockchain and blockchain projects. And there are people who are thinking those things. So I wrote a little post about, I just bought some nodes on this blockchain project and I'm riding the wave. I posted that. I can't tell you 100 responses in like, I don't know, a day. There's not even a call to action. I just said, I bought some notes in this blockchain project and I'm riding the wave. That was the post. I did that. Who am I talking to? I'm looking for my buyers. Who are the buyers? Oh, people who say, oh, I wonder, put the quotes in there. I wonder about all this crypto and blockchain and all this stuff. I know it's the future and I'm just kind of curious about it, right? I'm looking for people who are thinking that. How do I know this is what they're thinking? Because the people that have come in with me, if you think about crypto and blockchain, some people say, well, how can you do that and do your network marketing business? Well, let me ask you this. Can you own your house and do network marketing? Can you own Tesla stock and do network marketing? Yes or no? See, the thing about projects like blockchain projects, is that they grow through usage, not through sales. And once you understand that, everything changes. Everything changes. See? So when my customers tell me, I've been wondering about this and this crypto and the blockchain, blockchain here, we'll put projects because it's not independent of a project. And I know it's the future, right? So that's who I'm talking to with this. And I did another one yesterday and like 160 responses. Now, remember, if you think that I think they're all buyers, 3%. So if I get 125 responses that I respond to, there might be 3 or 4 who come into the program. Do you see that? 3 or 4. So don't mistake a lot of curious people for buyers. Of those 100, 3 or 4 will come in. They already have. You see that? Okay, just so you know. And they are pulled in wide. So she clicks and you chat and then you buy or enroll in whatever you're doing, whether it's a network marketing product, whether it's a high ticket program like we do with a high ticket coaching program, or whether it's a blockchain. It doesn't matter what your offer is. That's the process. You want to speak in such a way that the person who is thinking about buying, not to buy, but because they want to solve a problem, that's who you're talking to. Does that make sense? That's what this means. Enter the conversation that's already going on in the customer's mind, which means you need to know what your customers are thinking. And one way to do that is to interview them. Interview the people who bought whatever you've got that are not also selling it. Okay. We teach you that in the class. So that's how you get strangers to buy from you. Really, it's exactly here are the basics that come just before this. What can you do for somebody who has a problem? What can you do? Like say, we in this program, we help people who want to build a network marketing business without pushing and selling friends, family, and neighbors. So we're going to show you how to talk so that people who are ready to buy your opportunity already, or the solution to whatever problem your product solves, that they will go, I want to see what you have. That's what we do. That's what we do, because that's That's the problem people have. They confuse buyers with curious people and have no idea it's only 3% ready to buy. Okay. And why is that? Well, because the nature of business exists to solve problems that people will pay for. That's what Richard Branson said. So your business exists to solve a problem people will pay for. It's really not to solve your own problems. A lot of people in our industry, all they think about, well, I got to sign somebody up for rank or position, or if I get 3 more, I can, get this or that or the other. Nobody buys to help you get positioned except maybe mom. Nobody buys because you need to pay your rent. They all buy to solve their problems. And if you don't start thinking about how you can solve problems and putting that out there, you won't have a business, because nobody is going to just respond to something to help you unless it's mom. But the strangers out there, do you think people buy Apple because they think, well, Apple needs my money today, I better give some to them? Or Apple lost their rank as a $1 trillion company, or some other company, let me buy from them to help them get back up there. We all buy for our reasons. It's human. And if you can't figure out why they're buying and you can't get to the conversation in their mind, you will never be able to do this kind of salesmanship. You can't do it. Okay, what problem can you solve for whom? We have that part. So what does it begin with? Remember, we did. What did your product or business do for you? So ask yourself, well, how do I know that, all this stuff? Well, what did the thing do for you? Well, I had this weight loss. I don't have a weight loss issue, but if I did, and I said, well, I bought this product and I did fit into my skinny jeans. In fact, many years ago, I was going to go to I went to the Golden Door, and I wanted to look good before I got there, because I didn't want to there are a lot of, high level people that go there, and, you meet all the celebrities, and I wanted to look good before I went. In fact, you go there to come out looking good, right? And so I got like either a digestive resting program or something to try to look good before I got there, right? And like 4 weeks before I went, I did everything I could so I would look kind of like the movie stars that were going over there. I didn't want to be anything less, like that. And so the program happened to be the digestive resting program, which my nutritionist has. And when I got there, I did look really good. And several of the people asked me, well, why'd you even come? You look so good. And it's because I want to be awesome. I want to be 120%. I don't want to just be 100%. And we sold them the intermittent fasting, the digestive resting coaching program from my nutritionist. So how do I know? Well, it helped me, right? So make sure it does something for you. What is your story? My product helped me get back into shape. See, that allows you to go say that to somebody else. Our business helps people looking to get back into shape. That's what your business does. Without living at the gym, without eating rabbit food, okay? So what is your story? Well, I got off daily pain meds. How about that? I got off some daily pain meds. I don't do meds. I've never done meds, but there are people who say their story is, I used to take daily pain meds every day. And one day I went to the doctor and he said, your liver's giving out. It's like, oh, great. What do I do for the pain? Get off the meds. Was a naturopath. Get off the meds and do something else. And she found something else. Stem cell activation. That was what her thing was, without having to do shots or, put anything into your body. So what's her story? Well, I got off daily pain meds because I was afraid of getting hooked like my aunt did. That's your story. So who can you help? People that are looking to get off daily pain meds because they don't want to get hooked because their liver's going. Do you see that? Are you all with me? In other words, so our business helps people looking to get off daily pain meds. These are all ways of talking so that it's clear who you help that is looking for help without mentioning your product, your company, any of that stuff, okay? Because they know they don't want to get hooked on meds. Okay? These are just good examples. How about money? I was able to build up a $2,000 a month income with a side business. That's your story. So what do we do? And I didn't lose any friends either. So what do we do? Our business helps people looking for something they can build on the side. And that's a great answer for when somebody says, what do you do? Oh, we have a business. It helps people who are looking for something they can build on the side. What do you do? Is that good? Are you all tuned in here, hearing these words? Really? You help people looking to build something on the side where they have some extra income? I want to know how to do that. Really? Yeah. Okay. To earn enough for a bigger home like I did, or to earn enough to buy 4 more computers, like I did, okay? Or to earn a sweet retirement income. See, they don't want to be living in their adult child's garage when they retire. These are their reasons. It has nothing to do with the specifics of our product or program. These are the worries of normal people. And if you can learn to speak to that instead of your method, your product, how you do it, you will change your life completely and totally. And I do mean completely and totally. You see, you got to learn how to do it and not lose a single friend. So that's what you want to do. And you can learn how to communicate with those people so that they talk. You know, you can do it by phone. We have two big ways that we teach this. The phone, and we know how to do that so you'll never lose a friend. Words to you so they can even help you find customers and reps. And we do social media posting. Those are the two kinds of things that we have really mastered and built up 6 businesses over the last 30 years and built them to the top every single time, and usually faster than anyone else in those companies over those years. And, you know, I'll ask Vicky to tell you something about one little strategy that we use, because what happens is you learn to post, you have to engage people. You have to identify, people have to identify with you. So you learn to post like that. You have to have some credibility, right? Like, what are 3 ways to earn a side income, without having to work between 6 and 9 p.m.? What are 3 ways to do that without having to sell at all? You see, and if you put that out there and then you show those things and you show examples, you'll have suddenly credibility, right? Because you have like a little PDF, like an author. Or you connect with people, right? How do you connect? Well, how many people are in their 6th decade or 7th decade and thinking, is it too late when I'm 53? Is it too late when I'm 83? When is it too late to really build a business? And you talk about some of those things, and who's going to come? All the people who are asking that. Some of whom are very bright, let me tell you. Present company included. Okay. Conversion, how do you convert? If I could show you 3 ways to do this, would you want to see what it is? These are ways, and these are the things that you learn. So the enrollment journey, we take people on an enrollment journey. And by the time they get to Vicky, no matter what it is that we're marketing, 8 out of 10 people she talks to, whether it's a $50,000 high-end coaching program, whether it's a blockchain project, or whether it's a network marketing business, sign up and buy. They do. Tell Vic how that's the case.
Oh, goodness. By the time they come to me, they've been pre-qualified and they've sorted the thing out that they want to talk to somebody to fix this issue. And they already know that they're ready. So when they come in, I basically take them through a process where I ask them diagnostic questions, kind of like if you went to a practitioner and your knee hurt. You're not going to talk about your hair falling out if you're talking about your knee. So we talk about what their issue is, and I take them on a little shopping tour somewhere. I take them somewhere online to say, well, what are the issues? And let's talk about it. And as they're talking, I help them set something up that they want. It's not what I want, it's what they want. And I show them how to get what they want. And there's always, some deals in it for them. So I'll offer them some deals and they get to go shopping and pick, well, I want this, and I want to fix my sleeping, and I want to fix my elbow hurts every night. So I take them shopping, and at the end, they put their credit card in, and I never tell them how much it is. They see it, they're online with me, they do the thing, and they're done. And they hit submit. It's the most lovely, gentle approach without any seller talk, because they're guiding me. I'm just asking questions and they're guiding me. They're giving me information, and I'm helping them get relief of some sort that they're asking for. If they want to proceed ahead, when we get to the place that they're working with me off this link and they're seeing it, they stick their credit card in. I don't even tell them to do that. So it's quite a surprise, Kim, learning that from you.
Compared to dragging everybody across the finish line.
Yep.
Right.
No dragging to the finish line, guiding them.
Yes. And people talk a lot about trust. They'll say, oh, people will buy from you if they know, like, and trust you. Let me modify that. it's not that they trust you and know you. It's that they trust that you can help them. Most people never met Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs often sued his customers. Some of his best customers, he sued them. He got so mad at them for revealing secrets before it came out. So they don't have to like you and know about the husband and the hemorrhoids. No, they need to trust that you can help them because you described the problem that they have clearly. Does that make sense to everybody? Do you understand that? So it's not trusting you that, oh,
most
you're,
of the people that come to me don't know me. They don't know me at all.
yeah, same
But
here.
they will say at the end, I feel like you're in my head, you know what's going on with me,
Yeah.
without any manipulation. And then they proceed ahead because they,
Yeah,
there's that.
it's just so true. It's so true. All right. So that's the trust because you help them get the results that they want. It's not about you scoring and signing them up and thinking, oh gosh, I got somebody. That used to, when I heard that expression, oh, I got somebody, I got somebody. I thought, what? What do you mean you got somebody? Like what is this thinking? How is this going to benefit the person who signed up with you? Thinking like that. I got 3 people. It's like the guy sitting in the gym. I scored 3 times. I got 3, it's like, no. How many people did you affect and make their lives better because you showed them how what you had could help their problem that they're thinking about right now at any price? How many people want to be seen as that person? You tell me, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so there are 2 ways that you can do this. How many people would like to learn how to do this? Let me see in the chat. Yeah, because we can help you do this. There's a way we can help you. Okay, so there's a couple things you can do. One is you can try and do it yourself. And there are always people who want to do that, and we just want to kind of look around and see what there is. You can try and do that because I've given you a lot of information. It's not as easy as it looks, but if you understand the approach, you can at least begin practicing and see what happens. If you want to get a shortcut, see, for people who care about their time on this planet, you get a shortcut. So somebody shows you what the bumps are before you hit them, and you kind of avoid them, and shows you how to make the transformations in your mind so that what comes out of your mouth or after you type content is what speaks to the customer, not about your product and your company and your technique and your method, as much as we love it. And by the way, this is a problem across industry, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, coaching, all of it. Most coaches are dirt poor. Why? Because they don't know how to speak to the conversation going on in the mind of their buyer. All they can talk about is, we have this great mindset program and it's totally going to transform you. There is not a customer in the world who wakes up thinking, man, I need a mindset program that is unique and different and was hatched, under the apple tree in Hawaii. Nobody. They think, man, if I don't get my crap together, my wife is going to leave me. That's what you need to post to. She ready to leave you because you're such a jerk and you can't control it. You don't know what to do. Yeah. That's the post, right? If you know your market, you ought to know that. You're talking to them from that perspective, you see, then they come. They don't care how you're going to do it. And I'll give you one example before I show you the program. The weight loss industry is really big. And there are people who say to me, Kim, weight loss is like saturated, right? There are thousands of books, thousands of programs, hundreds of thousands probably of weight loss products. Am I right or wrong? Who agrees? Weight loss is like everywhere. A lot of people talking about weight loss. Yes? We got it? Are you with me? And yet 70% of the world is overweight. So is the market saturated? Well, if 70% of the people still have the problem, is the problem solved? Is Is it saturated? Yes or no? And one person this year came out with that new drug, Zempo or something or other, which took off because it actually helped people curb their appetites. I don't know what damage it did in the process, but I can tell you, but these are issues, you know, the people are there who need the help, but if we can't speak to them with the way they're talking about it in their mind, we never can help them. So learning how to speak is doing yourself a good deed. You're helping the next person, okay? So here's how we can do this. Because we're looking to help you get the buyers, speak buyer talk. You're going to learn buyer talk for what you can do for people. Buyer talk, not seller talk. Buyer talk. You know, Vic, that's a good distinction, don't you think?
Yeah, I just wrote
So
that.
we have a program called the Buyer Factory, and I'm going to show you that right now. So people, if you want to get started here, it's to call out the people who are the ready buyers, like we talked about here. So you enter the conversation in their mind, not the what about your product and whatever you've got. Okay. So one big part is figure out what to say at all based on what you've done for yourself. And you need to learn how to, all those words. And once you have them, you get to practice saying them. But that's language you need to do. Okay. The second part is once you know kind of what you should be talking about, how do you say it? How do you post it on social media marketing? Like I posted 3 things and we have 300 people looking for information, of whom I know most are curious. Don't think I don't know that. But 3% are ready to buy. And most of them have never seen the kind of project that I'm talking about. So it's like, oh, right? People going over, my text is blowing over as we're doing this. Oh, woohoo, it's so exciting. Oh my God, so exciting. Woo. And it's like, okay, because it was, and it's not me. No, it's not you. It's not Vicky. It's them. They already are looking for something and we're calling out and they're responding. It's like a dog whistle. It's not about being great. It's learning how to talk to the people who have the problem that you have a solution for. Do you see that? Very different than talking about your product. Nobody knows what we have until, no matter what it is, until they're ready to sign up. Say, hey, okay, let me tell you, here's the name. How do you take somebody on an enrollment journey? It can be like a few days. It can be a few hours, right? We show you how to do that. We have an enrollment journey. That's a process between the time they see what there is, see some information, might be a little video or a PDF, before they get to Vic. Nobody gets to her before they already know about how much it's going to cost and have already agreed. Why? Because I don't want her selling anything. Why should she do that? If the problem is not big enough for them to pay money to solve, it's not a big problem. So they can keep it. Next. You see that? Yeah. And there are enough. That 3% is a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of people. So we teach you how to do that on the enrollment journey. And we teach you how to do an enrollment journey. So you don't lose them to someone else in the process, because some other people are looking for buyers too, right? Everybody wants those people. So that's what you learn how to market. We have a wonderful calendar program. You get a daily calendar every day for 30 days for 6 months this year, 2024. So you always have something to post about. And it's always from the point of view of what the customer might be thinking. The ready buyer is looking for the buyer language. Okay, that's what we're really doing. And after you've enrolled them, what do we do then? We have something called the open the box process. And we do that for digital programs, you know, that are online, like this one. And we do it for programs where there's a physical product that comes. So when somebody says, okay, I bought it. So Vicky says, okay, great. The order went through and there it is. And then she'll tell them something else, no matter what it is that you buy. Tell them, Vic, this is called the open the box. Because remember, our purpose is to help them get the results. Why? When they get results, they talk and say, oh, those people are really good, right? It's not about, oh, Vic, we scored. No.
Mhm.
So they buy. So somebody buys one of the programs. What's the open the box process? What do you say at the call when they make the purchase?
So
And
I let them know when you get the goodies, whether it's by email or in the mail, don't open it. Don't open it. Text me, PM me, or email me, and we're going to open it together and I'll show you how it works. and what to do. So this was a surprise to me. They love this. Everybody loves this. So we go through it. I help them with their issue. They thank me profusely, and I have no losers from that, Kim. And what it did was it corrected a problem I found in the industry where people talk about follow-up. Well, you can call this follow-up, but I don't even like that term. It doesn't feel like follow-up. You're actually there to assist them get the relief that they're looking for, and they feel cared for. Secondly, they don't stick it on the table, kitchen table or their desk and forget about the thing that came in the mail, which is typically what happens. They put it away and they forgot, why did I even buy this? I don't want it. In fact, I don't want to pay this on my credit card. Maybe I'll just go get a refund. So
Right.
it stopped all of that, Kim. Everybody just stopped
Yeah.
that. So they
Yeah.
really felt cared for. And you know what? I did care. And the caring in me grew towards them. It created a healthy relationship that did not feel like a stale cold, oh, I got to follow up with somebody today. It stopped all the nonsense and it stopped refunds. So there it is.
Okay. See how that works? We show you how to do that.
Mhm.
So in the Buyer Factory, the program runs between 6 and 8 weeks. You can do it sooner. You can take a little bit more time, but you're going to learn how to use Buyer Talk online with social media, with leads and email, and offline when you use the phone. Those are the two big places. And of course, people want to know, all right, it sounds wonderful. I love it. I love it. How much is it? It's going to be some incredible price. And it's actually not. It's not $100,000 or 50, which many coaching programs are. Russell Brunson has what's his Atlas program? That is 250,000 a year now. And why would anybody pay that? And who would pay that? Well, the reason people pay it is because they figure if I can get advice that saves me 5 years of learning, that means I get my results faster. And those of us who are conscious of how much lifeline there is that we don't really know what it is, if you can learn something in a month instead of 12 months, if you can learn something in 6 weeks or 8 weeks and practice it the right way for the next 5 years and get to your first million, does that matter to you? Because if you keep going down the path that you're going down, you're not going to change. If it doesn't matter, don't worry, stay the way you are. But that's why people pay these big prices and they mortgage their house and do whatever to cut the time it takes from struggling to clear a path to success, financial success, meaning 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,000, $100,000 per month over time, 6 years, 5 years. If you could be making $100,000 a month in 5 years, would that be good? That's every month. It's a lot of money. And if you can't fathom that, go to 5,000 a month. Because what'll happen is you'll make a little more and you go, oh, that was 2,000 a month. Well, maybe I could do 3. And then we go, oh, 3,000 a month. Maybe I could do 3,500. And pretty soon you level up in your mind to what you're achieving. And you have a whole new bottom level. Suddenly the bottom level is no longer 1,000 a month, but 8,000 a month, because you're now working on 14,000 a month. And so you see things differently. That's what we're doing here. It's not 25,000 either. It's not 15,000. The cost of the Buyer Factory is $24.95. And what we did is, because we know some people are fast movers, there's a payment plan, by the way, for this, $4.99 a month. How many of you feel like if you could get a program like this and you actually make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month within a year, that this would be worth doing? You tell me, okay? So what we did is we have a special. We like specials. And here it is. You can get it as a one-pay single payment for $14.97. And if people want to know, do you take crypto? Is the Pope a Catholic? Of course we take crypto. We take BTC, the Bitcoin, whatever you've got, Ethereum, we'll take it. Okay, but it's one pay for $14.97. And what we're doing is for the first 5 people that decide to get this program, part of what you're going to get is a 45-minute one-on-one with me, where I'm going to hear what your problems are and help you suggest how to actually do this program so that you learn Buyer Talk and start using it immediately, if not sooner. That's what that is. And we sell a 45-minute session with me for $25.50. So that's on the house, okay? So Vic, if you would would you guys like to see the link in there? So that you can do that? Yeah, Emma, I got you, girl. Okay, so if you, Rodney, hey, Rodney, and Carlos and Ina, would you guys, and Walter, would you all please click on the link, and Blair, and make sure that it opens, Sandra? Make sure that it opens, Phil Small, there you guys, okay? Because I don't know if it opens or not, and I just need to hear that it does. You're gonna see this. This is what you're gonna see.
Oh, good. Rodney, it opens. Okay, good.
Okay. Everybody can see that it opens. Okay, so you will see that first one, there's the ridiculed content strategy that got me to the top 6 of the companies in record time. When we first ran ads, I ran an ad that was so different from what we had run the first time. My sponsor said, Kim, nobody's going to respond. I said, well, I'm going to run it anyway and see what happens. And we ran an ad and fewer people responded. We got maybe 50 responses instead of 500 on the other ad. But of those 50, 3 people came and worked with me because we had all of our so-called op meetings at the university and the conference rooms at the universities in all the cities where we built. And of those 3 people, it was 13, and then 3 people grew to 13,000 people in 13 months. It's like, so when you get the better quality people, they pull in better quality people. You're not looking for just anybody. You need movers, people who have a problem that they want to solve. And then, like a missionary, I mean, who are the best missionaries? Think about this. The ones who had the biggest personal transformations, all of them. And many were beheaded for their beliefs. But why did they have their beliefs? Just out of the blue, oh, I think I'll believe in Jesus or whoever. No. Their life was completely changed. They had a big personal before and after story. And if you have that, or to have somebody close to you have that, that is can be your purpose to pass that light on to someone else, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're doing here. And then on the second page, some of you will look at the prices and you'll see, oh, there's one for $24.95, which there is. And I think we've marked. Look and see if you guys can look like Phil and Blair. Can you see, is the $14.97, does that have the little blue mark that says this is the one that you should see? Because a lot of people choose that. We've had people choose both, but that's what it is. Do you see that? Make sure I got that. You should see the $14.97. Does this work for everybody? Okay, that's cool. All right, so that is what I have for you right now. Do you have any questions or comments about getting this going for yourself so you can change your life and not keep going the way you are? I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you, those of you that are here, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is absolutely positively got to do it versus say 5 or 6, how much do you want to change what you do in your business so that you start using buyer talk and make that come out of your mouth instead of seller talk? Who? How many people here say that they're a 10 there on a scale of 1 to 10? I want to see who's a 10. And I love you if you're a 3. It's all good. Yeah. Who's a 10? Rodney? Rodney, come into our program. Love to have you if you're not in there already, although you might be, I'm not sure now. And Blair, of course, want to have you get yourself in here. And Walter, good. If it's not a big deal, there's nothing to do. You know, it might be that you have something else on your mind that you want to do. The question is, you know, people change because of dissatisfaction. They're dissatisfied with some part of life. Like Elon thought, we need to be interplanetary species. I don't believe that. So I'd be like a 3 on that, if even that. I don't want to really go to Mars. Thank you very much. But he found people for whom that was a 20. And they're the team growing SpaceX. That's what they're doing. See? So it's all about how dissatisfied you are about something in life that you want to fix. And the minute you fix it, You want to help somebody else and bring other people on board. You see? So that's what that is. Yeah. Yep. Erica, long time no see, lieve meid. Hoe gaat het? My goodness. She's an old friend from the Netherlands. That's perfect. Sandra, I see you are here. Yes, ma'am. Good girl. Yeah, and definitely awake. No, this is perfect. Erica, yes, we need to come to Holland. I need to come to Holland. I know you're the Friesland, right? And see you. That's perfect. Well, we'd love to have you. You know that. Always loving to help you. We should talk to you too, Mike, about the blockchain project. It's totally gek. Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to send you a little link for it. If you wait just a few minutes, she's a dear old buddy of mine. We met in many, many years ago. And just so that you guys know, you may think, oh, Kim's in front of the room, Vicky's in front of the room, you must be really special people and all that. And I can just tell you, we have been more dissatisfied than most people. And Erica's one of those people. And she's very brainy. She does head librarian at some big place over there. But secretly, we're all dissatisfied. And we all secretly believe that we can do better, and not for the government to interfere with us. We can eat cleaner. We can be stronger. We can make a big impact. And we're going to do it because we are dissatisfied. That is what we're talking about. Yeah. Lekker wachten, meid. I'll send it to you in 5 minuten. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You get them, make sure you're on Facebook. Okay, so I can message you. So that's why. It's a deep dissatisfaction with the way things are. And I don't even want to go there. But I am not one to sit and drink about it or bitch about it or just sit and yak with Vic about all the crap. No. It's the only reason we whine is to figure out what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? And when are we going to do it? It's got to be right now. That's it. That's the way we are. And that's how you make a difference. And then you don't have, who's got time to talk about the problems more than a minute? The solution needs to be created and implemented and tested and tried. That's who we are. So if that's who you want to hang with, you can come in here and that's it. That's all I can tell you. Any other questions? Any other questions with anyone who's here that wants it? Vic, you want to put your phone number in here if you'd like to text with Vic?
You just read my mind. I just popped it right in when you were saying.
Yeah.
So feel free to text me ASAP if you want to connect, chat, ask a question, or whatever. I'm right here.
Yep. Perfect. And remember, it's the first 5 people. I will give you 45 minutes of one-on-one so you can learn how to do this and get yourself into the program. Because we're going to run right now. We have so many people wanting to get in this and do this that I want to get with them. Is there anybody here who wants to chat with Vic? Want to be sure that you get your hands on this program and get some time with me? Click on the phone number there and text with Vic. It's 707-304-2090. So you text her. You have to call her. Just send her a text. Say, hey, I'd like to chat. And then we can see if we can help you. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
And
Okay,
my
because
international code is 1, so it's 1707. I put it in there for those of you who need that.
That's it.
And my email. Some of you you can't text right now. There's my email. Pop over and I'll respond ASAP.
Okay, you guys good?
Tell that story, Kim.
The Doomfly, last story, 1-minute story. You know how there are flies? There's a wonderful book called U Squared, YOU Squared. And he's the author, Ken Pritchett, is sitting at a cabin. He's taken some time off and he's at his little writing desk and he has a little window in the front, It's in the redwoods. And he sees the flies on the glass. Bzz, bzz, you know how they like that. And he says in the morning, of course, what's going to happen? I'm going to find them. And where are they going to be? On the windowsill, dead. But he said, I'm sitting there and on the other side of the room, it's a very small room, there's an open door. And he says, I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on right in front of him on the window, the flies trying to get out. But only a few feet away, there's the door. Is anybody flying out of the door? No. No. Why? They're so fixated on what they're trying to do and thinking that trying harder, beating against that glass, that that's going to do it. How did the flies end up? Who knows? Tell me what happens to the flies in the morning? And the question you have to ask is, are you trying harder, doing the wrong thing? And if you don't change what you do, will you just end up dying? Are you the doomed fly yourself with your business, with your freedom? That's the question you have to ask, right? And that's what we're hoping to help you do, so you're not doing that. All right, so we're going to run. Vic, if you see anybody or connect with anybody, let me know. And otherwise, I will see you guys. And Erica, if you wait 1 second, I will connect with you right now on the thing, on all the stuff you want. Vic, are you
All
there?
set, and some of you are on live stream. I have put a link in there for you to go ahead and enroll, or I'll put my phone number in there as well.
Okay, you're off, your visual is offline, Vic, just so you know.
Oh, yep. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Chat tonight, Vic.
Yep. Thanks, Ken.
All right. Bye.
Bye.